Lionel Andres Messi, one of the greatest of all-time football players in the world, who led Argentina to the final victory at the FIFA World Cup in 2022, is back in the news again, and it's not good news. Earlier this month, reports that the seven-time Ballon d'Or winner, who is currently playing for the Paris Saint Germain PSG football club, has no intention of renewing his contract with it this year. PSG is said to have been informed of Messi's decision to end his second season with it by his father. Messi had transferred from Barcelona to PSG in 2021, and this was one of the biggest moves in football history. But now he is set to leave before the end of his two-year contract. The 35-year-old has been playing 71 times for the French football club, scoring 31 goals and recording 34 assists, and lifting the title in 2022. And so, of course, the news sent shockwaves across the world, with fans wondering what had led Messi to this point, and if it means he will be a free agent in June. PSG's president Nasser Al-Khelaifi and its management are set to be offended by Messi's refusal to sign a new contract with 5 games remaining. So what's going on behind the scenes that the world of football was not aware of? Is Messi being unprofessional and getting too far ahead of himself? Was it financial constraints? Was Messi asking PSG for too much? Is it true that the PSG actually hates Messi? There was a lot of talk of racism that may have promoted the GOAT's decision, while the media is painting him as the villain in this story. In this video, we'll be exploring the reasons that seem to have led to this decision. Before we dive into this matter, let's rewind a bit into the past for some context. Lionel Messi's transfer from Barcelona Football Club to PSG in 2021 was a shock to many football fans, but it was perhaps one of the most expensive transfers ever. For over 2 decades, Messi had pretty much been the face of Barcelona, breaking records and winning every major award for it. However, things took a dramatic turn in 2020 when he revealed that he would be leaving his parent club after a disagreement with its management. Messi then went on to join PSG on a free transfer from Barcelona in August 2021 on a 2-year deal worth around 70 million euros, with the option to extend for a further 12 months. Fast forward to the present, and there are several reports that Messi is not quite settled in his new environment. According to insiders, he has been finding it difficult to cope with the culture shock in Paris and the lack of connection with his teammates. It is also said that Messi, who is known for his humility and simplicity, has been finding it hard to adjust to life in Paris and is not comfortable with the language barrier. On the other hand, some say it is his arrogance and celebrity status that earned him a bad rep at PSG. Messi is also believed to have reservations with the club's ownership structure and its long-term vision. He went to PSG where it was gearing up to win the Champions League, and that hasn't happened. In recent years, PSG has been accused of financial doping, spending billions of euros on player transfers rather than developing their youth academy. This goes against Messi's values of loyalty and team building, and he could be looking for a club that aligns with his philosophy. Messi craves stability and a solid plan in place, which he might not find at PSG. Another factor that could be contributing to Messi's decision to leave PSG is his family. Messi's wife, Antonella Roccuzzo, and their 3 children have not yet settled in Paris. According to sources, the family misses the vibrant and lively atmosphere of Barcelona, where they have spent most of their lives. Messi's youngest son, Mario, is said to have cried and begged Messi to take him back to Barcelona, which had a significant impact on the star's emotional well-being. Messi is also known to rush back home to his family whenever he has holidays, and he and his family have not been finding it easy to fit into life in Paris. The world learned of Messi's imminent departure from PSG on 3rd May, a day after PSG suspended him for taking an unauthorized trip to Saudi Arabia to promote tourism as per his commercial contract with the Arab country, and missing training with PSG behind. Instead of preparing with his teammates, Messi was holding a falcon on his arm in the kingdom, observing a palm weaving demonstration, and gazing NG around the Arabian Horse Museum, which did not sit well with the PSG and its fans. PSG had actually denied Messi's requests to be allowed to make trip to promote tourism in Saudi Arabia, and has now been suspended by the club, possibly for 2 weeks. Although Messi apologized to PSG and his teammates on Friday for his actions in a short video on Instagram and pinned the controversy into a scheduling misunderstanding, it hasn't helped his case at all, as his suspension involves a temporary ban on his training and playing with the team, plus a salary cut for the period which the club hasn't specified. The suspension also entails Messi's possible sitting out on PSG's next 2 games, and his subsequent refusal to renew his contract with the French club comes at a time when it was hoping to extend its contract beyond this season. Of course, both decisions translate into a substantial loss of money for both Messi and the PSG, but things took an ugly turn after news of Messi's suspension was made public, and PSG fans decided to take matters into their own hands. More than 100 protesters held an unruly demonstration outside the club's headquarters, chanting for foreign players including Messi, Marco Verratti, and Neymar to leave the team. PSG then issued a statement that it most strongly condemns the intolerable and insulting actions of a small group of individuals that took place on Wednesday. Whatever the differences of opinion, nothing justifies such actions. The club gives its full support to its players, its staff, and those targeted by such shameful behavior. But this is not the first time Messi has been under attack by PSG fans. Last month, the team was mercilessly booed by its own supporters when it lost 1-0 to Lyon, which may have also been a factor in the top player's untimely decision to sever ties with PSG, which he had actually never planned on signing with it, but had to when Barcelona was plagued with financial issues. PSG's resultant boot from the Champions League in the semi-final stage has been harsh for PSG, and may have made Messi a player who has always strived for success and winning titles, and one of the time's most influential persons of 2022, feel that he's not achieving what he and PSG had intended. The Argentine's superstar contract at PSG will expire this summer, and it is speculated that his options moving forward are either to make a highly emotional return to Barcelona, which may not be able to actually afford him, take his talents to South Beach and sign with Inter Miami, or a lucrative move to Saudi Arabia where he may be more welcome. Barcelona has teased that things are in motion for Messi's possible return. Its president, Joan Laporta, disclosed a meeting with Messi's dad and affirmed that his former club can afford to have him back. On the other hand, Messi is now expected to Saudi Arabia Pro League, which Cristiano Ronaldo currently plays, on the back of the possible sympathy for how PSG treated him while he was doing Saudi Arabia proud. It is rumored that he has been offered a contract worth $532 million per season. If Messi makes this deal, it will make him the highest paid player in football history. That would certainly be something to look forward to. Fans and the media need to understand that Lionel Messi's decision to leave PSG in 2023 is not just a simple matter of changing clubs. It's a complex and delicate situation that involves various factors including culture shock, team dynamics, ownership structure, and family obligations. Messi is not just a football player. He is a husband and a father who values ethics, honesty, stability, and happiness above everything else. While it's sad to see him leave PSG after just 2 years, we can only wish him all the best in his future endeavors. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest football players of all time, and his legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Do share in the comments what you think of Messi's suspension and if his decision to leave PSG is justified. Where do you think he will go now? Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.